To this motion by the Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunities and Regional Integration, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the aim of the report was to find out how the counties are doing in terms of compliance of the constitutional provisions on equality, and especially when it comes to employment, opportunities of procurement, and other opportunities in our counties, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the report speaks for itself in the findings that the committee found. When it comes to the 2/3 gender rule, very many counties are still not compliant. When it comes to the 5% provision by the Constitution on PWD, when it comes to all positions of appointment in the counties, we are doing very badly because only 5 counties have complied with that provision, Mr. Speaker. When it comes to regional integration, we have 80% of our counties employing people who speak the language that is dominant in that county, Mr. Speaker. And I want to commend the committee for the findings, but it is not enough that you recommend. The recommendations are good, but it is time that we enforced the recommendations of this committee. It is good that they have given a timeline of 12 months to 18 months so that all the recommendations are adhered to and implemented, Mr. Speaker. Equality is not just statistics. It's not about statistics. It's about a young graduate in Mathare who cannot access a public service job because they don't have connections or they don't have the right network, Mr. Speaker. It's about the woman in Mukuru, Kwanjenga, and Kayole, Dandora, who can qualify to supply in county governments, but is blocked by the procurement cartels, Mr. Speaker. And about the PWD in Dagoretti, for example, who does not need your sympathy, but needs doors open, doors of equality, so that they can also participate in nation building and in these tenders, Mr. Speaker. And so as a Senate, we must put our foot down so that this does not end at recommendations. We want to see implementation. We don't want to churn out beautiful reports out of the Senate that do not impact the ground, Mr. Speaker. We want to see a change, our people happily taking part in procurement in our counties and in nation building altogether, Mr. Speaker. And with those few remarks, I support.
I call upon the mover to reply.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity also to reply to this very important report. Honorable Speaker, first and foremost, I want to take this opportunity and thank my able chair, the Honorable Mohamed Said Chute, for his able leadership. Chair, it has not been a simple task dealing with the 47 counties that came before this committee. Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker, there are some issues that were raised by this committee that needs to be addressed. Honorable Speaker, before then, I want to first of all thank the following members who have ably contributed into this motion report, Honorable Speaker. First and foremost, I want to thank Honorable Cherargei for seconding this report. I also want to take this opportunity and thank the Honorable Ledama Olekina for also contributing into this very important report. Honorable Speaker, I wish also to take this opportunity and thank our distinguished Senator, Honorable Joyce Correll, Commissioner and Vice Chair of the Parliamentary Service Commission for her exemplary job that she does not only in the Parliamentary Service Commission, but also to the Cohesion Committee. Honorable Speaker, I wish also to thank the Honorable Karen NYAMU for also ably contributing into this very important report. She has done a tremendous job for actually the comments that she has made. Honorable Speaker, there are several recommendations that as committee we have proposed, and I wish to say that those are very important issues that need to be addressed, and I know that the committee will do the follow-up to see to it that everything or every recommendation that was made is adhered to. With those few remarks, Honorable Honorable Speaker, I wish to, under Standing Order 66(3), to request for deferment of putting of this question to a later date. Honorable Speaker, I beg to reply.
Thank you, Honorable Senator. That putting of the question has been deferred. Honorable Senators, we will arrange the order paper so that we go to order number 34. So order number 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 are deferred. Next order, clerk.
Order number 34, motion, installation of CCTV cameras in all police stations, cells, and police reporting desks.
Senator Karen NYAMU, that's your motion. Are you ready to move the motion? Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to move this motion, this very important motion on the installation of CCTVs cameras in the police stations, in the police reporting desks, in all our police cells, in all the police stations across the country, Mr. Speaker. This motion is premised on the simple principle that justice must not only be done, but it must be seen to be done, Madam Speaker. Article 51 of our Constitution is very clear, and it states that all Kenyans in custody, police custody or in prisons, maintain their rights and fundamental freedoms that are provided in the Bill of Rights, except those ones that are not compliant with detainment, Madam Speaker. But we continue to get reports of police torture, police brutality, and mysterious death.
Senator Karen NYAMU, can you please begin by moving the motion? You have not moved the motion. You'll explain that, all that you will debate after you move the motion.
Madam Speaker, I thought I had done that.
Can you be guided by the clerk, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guided, Madam Speaker. Motion, installation of CCTV cameras in all police stations, police cells, and police reporting desks.
Can you approach the clerk for a minute?
am guided, Madam Speaker.
Yes, proceed now.
I beg to move the motion. Installation of CCTV cameras in all police stations, cells, and police reporting desks. Aware that Article 51 provides that a person who is detained, held in custody, or imprisoned under the law retains all the rights and fundamental freedoms in the Bill of Rights, except to the extent that any particular right or a fundamental freedom is clearly in all police stations, cells, and police reporting desks. Aware that Article 51 provides that a person who is detained, held in custody, or imprisoned under the law retains all the rights and fundamental freedoms in the Bill of Rights, except to the extent that any particular right or a fundamental freedom is clearly incompatible with the fact that the person is detained or held in custody or imprisoned. Further aware that the National Task Force on improvement of the terms and conditions of service and other reforms for the members of the National Police Service and Kenya Prison Service recommended adequate government funding for the National Police Service to modernize its facilities, equipment, and gear, and enhance its logistical and technological capabilities for National Police Service officers in order to enable the service discharge its mandate efficiently and effectively. Cognizant that the Bill of Rights provides for protection of human rights, prevention of abuse, and upholding the rule of law within the detention facilities and police stations, concerned that there has been increased reports of human rights violations, abuse, unexplained injuries, and deaths in custody, as well as security breaches and escapes from police cells across the country. Further concerned that despite the recommendations by the Justice Maraga Task Force, little or no efforts have been made to ensure modernization of police cells by installation of closed-circuit television, CCTV cameras, and police reporting desks, thereby affecting public trust and accountability in what happens to persons in police custody. Now, therefore, the Senate resolves that the national government, through the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, installs functional, tamper-proof CCTV cameras in all police stations, police cells, and police reporting desks across the country. Ensure that all CCTV systems are monitored in real time and that footage is securely stored and made accessible during investigation and judicial processes, and provides that the necessary resources, technical support, and training to the law enforcement officers for the effective operation and maintenance of CCTV systems and continuous digitization of their current book platforms. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, even though the Kenyans in custody are protected under the Constitution by Article 51, the reality continues to paint a painful story of police brutality, police harassment, and mysterious death in our police cells, Madam Speaker. And I want to give an example of a case that was very publicized, a case that broke all our hearts, witnessing firsthand a family who to date does not know exactly what happened to Albert Ojwang in Central Police Station, Madam Speaker. When we do not have any visual evidence, any CCTV cameras, what we call in the streets or in informal setups, evidence kwa kalatas, Madam Speaker, it becomes your word against my word, and in that, in that confusion, justice evaporates, Madam Speaker. I want to paint a different picture where there's a case where there's the presence of CCTV footage. In the same incident, when speculations were flying high, we happened to lay our hands or we saw in the media a CCTV footage of what happened in Bagathi Hospital, Madam Speaker. And it is that footage that gave direction, even though not conclusively, because we still do not know exactly what happened at the police station, but it gave that matter direction, Madam Speaker. And I want to say this motion is not anti-National Police Service. It is not anti-police. It is pro-justice. Because many a times, honest police officers have been falsely accused of as scapegoats by more senior police officers so that they can bear the brunt while the real perpetrators go scot-free, Madam Speaker. And that's why this motion protects neither it doesn't protect the one side only, the victim. It protects also the police officer in incidences where they cannot be accused falsely. Mr. Speaker, some people will argue that installation of CCTV is an expensive exercise. But Madam Speaker, the national government spends millions in compensation where police officers are accused of police brutality, and a Kenyan goes to court and they are given a reward that the national government has to settle. The CCTVs will act as a preventive tool, and therefore saving the government a lot of money. As an implementation, we can face it bit by bit so that we start with the major police stations in the major towns, and we scale it until it goes to the whole country. We can utilize the budgets that already exist for security and for the digital budget, and we can also have PPPs, private-public partnerships, so that we ensure that all our police stations have cameras in them, Mr. Speaker. There is also concerns of the privacy concerns of having cameras in a police cell, Mr. Speaker. To that, I want to say, you're not putting cameras in the sensitive places, not in the bathrooms, in the common areas, on the corridors, in the cell, the holding area, and just at the reporting desk, Madam Speaker. There's also the issue of, or the fear that police officers are going to be able to tamper with this CCTV footage, especially when they are guilty, so that they don't get accused or charged, Mr. Speaker. And to that, I want to say, technology these days, the footage, the CCTV footage can be tamper-proof, time-stamped, and have all the security features that go with the latest technology, Madam Speaker. On the handling of CCTV, it will be handled by police bodies like IPOA, and any police officer accused of destroying a CCTV or tampering with any CCTV footage will be guilty of